All right, back for another TenetCo knives review. So I checked out one of their other knives, the Quaken, earlier. This is El Perez. So it is a G10 knife. What that means is it's made out of like this fiberglass composite. So it is a very hard, non-metallic substance that can be used for poking and even cutting a little bit. So this is actually the second G10 knife I own. Just be aware, if you're going to consider buying or carrying something like this, they are illegal to carry in most places. So just double check your local laws prior to picking up something like this for use for carry. One of the nice parts about G10 is it's very lightweight. So this is extremely lightweight for the blade, right? So if I was in a state where it was legal to carry and I was going running and I wanted something bigger, a little more robust for self-defense, this is like a really good option because it's not gonna weigh down your shorts and kind of drag them in a weird direction. With TenetCo knives, they allow you to customize the handle. Like there's a underlay underneath here and there's a 550 cord wrapping. So I went with the black 550 cord wrapping and some of my military background, a little bit of like a camo underlay. Pretty cool. But you can kind of choose your own colors on their website. They do have limited stock. It comes in and out of stock. If you keep checking back on their website, or I bet if you message him, he might actually be able to accommodate you if you're looking for something specific. Anyway, this is the sheath. Again, all plastic sheath, again, non-metallics. My big concerns is always the sheath. If the sheath is not good, it's not something I'm willing to carry. But this sheath is pretty awesome. As you can see, it feels really tight there. So it's gonna grip onto your clothes, and when you actually draw, the sheath will not come with the actual blade. It fits in there nice and snugly, which I approve. It feels really good in my hand, right? Anytime I pick up a knife, I wanna make sure it feels good in forward grip, whether I've got the thumb on the back or that hammer grip, which is what I prefer for forward grip. And then anytime I'm going in reverse, it should feel really good in my hand. No slipping. This little notch here is really nice because it prevents my hand from sliding forward at all. And then I like to cap the back. You can also kind of just wrap the thumb if you want more of that hammer type grip of death there. But with this little kind of finger notch there, it does prevent my hand from kind of sliding forward. I think, like I said, this is the second G10 knife that I own. And actually, this one was significantly cheaper than the other one I own. So this one, I think it was about $50, and the other one I owned was a lot more expensive. I think it was close to the $200 range. I'm gonna bring it in just so you can see what kind of value you're getting with this, and show that price may not always dictate the quality of something. So this is a different brand. I'm not gonna name the brand, although I love almost all their other products. This is the only product I bought that I've been slightly disappointed with. This is another G10 knife. It's basically just a shank, right? There's no handle. So when you grab this one, I feel like it doesn't quite fit in your hand as well, versus this one feels very, very grippy. I feel like I could hold on to this regardless. The tip on this, I'm underwhelmed with. The tip on this feels a lot sharper. So for somewhere between 25% to 33% of the price between these two G10 knives, TenetCo by far wins for a much lower price point. So, like I said, I don't own that many G10, but if I was gonna get another G10, TenetCo was where I'd look first, because this honestly blew away my expectations. Something I would check out. Their website is TenetCoKnives.com. You can see this is one of their flyers that comes with it. You see a Bible quote there. I'm not someone who only shops at a specific brand based off of their values. That being said, if they make good products and their values align with my values, even better. So definitely something I like about them. Christian-based brand, something I'm willing to support in the future, something I'm planning on shopping at again in the future, and something that's worth checking out. If you're looking for more reviews from me on blades or actually martial skill, you can check out my Patreon, patreon.com/streetcombatives. I do not only knife reviews over there, but I do actually like martial arts and skills for various techniques. And currently in the middle of, as I'm recording this, in the middle of teaching a method of self-defense using essentially small impact tools, whether it be pen, flashlight, or knife, for a bunch of people over the summer as I'm recording this. So you can check that out. patreon.com/GreekCombatives. Or if you want, learn at your own pace, you can check out my book, Combatives Blueprint, available on Amazon or off my website, teamstrengthspeed.com. But yeah, this is the El Perez EDC knife, made of G10, non-metallic. Pretty awesome product with the non-metallic sheath. So, worth checking out. TenetCo Knives. Links in the bio down below.